streets. Open your phones and into the streets. Open your phones and into the streets. Open your phones and into the streets. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. If Black lives matter, prove it. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Now. Say no. 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 Say no. 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 Back up. We want freedom. Freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Need them. Back up. Back up. We want freedom. Freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Need them. Back up. We want freedom. Freedom. All these racist ass cops. We don't need them. Open your phones and into the streets. 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 Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Say that louder. Say that louder. Say that louder. Even Johnny Darkness, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Johnny Darkness, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Johnny Darkness, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Black lives matter.
Okay, so technically, so Harris, the thing is, she was a prosecuting attorney, and she was not good at her job. She was transphobic, and she was just so problematic in so many ways.
Let's go. Come on.
Just so y'all know, my
shiny one died, so just follow whatever hand signals I'm doing.
When I say who do we protect, you say Native lives. Who do we protect? Who do we protect? Who do we protect? Who do we protect? When I say who do we protect, you say black criminals. Who do we protect? Who do we protect? Who do we protect? When I say who do we protect, you say black trans people. Who do we protect? Who do we protect? Who do we protect? That's whose lives matter. Whose lives matter. What's outrageous? What's outrageous? If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Bitch, you joking? You joking? We don't want Jenny Durkin. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. Summer season. All year. 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 When I say yes, you say love, yes. Love, yes. Love. When I say yes, you say love, yes. Love, yes. Love. All lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives
I've been talking to you, man. Hey, Ben.
Whose lives matter, dude? Seattle Seahawks shirt. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
Not you guys. You know.
So Black lives don't matter. Maybe you need a little education. Defund everything I move. 50% where should the money go? To black communities. 3, who should you free? All the protesters. Don't forget number 4. No new use jail. What do we want for number 5? Any seconds to resolve. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. White silence, it is violence. 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 Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. All day. Every day. No justice, no peace. Take it to the streets and fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Is there any babies at all that want to just hop on this megaphone? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Speak up. We can only hear their voices. I know y'all talk. I hear you every day. Can we get some? No, I was taking my mic.
Okay, guys, we're rolling. Let's roll. We're rolling.
Rolling.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
What do we want?
Justice.
And what do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
Where do we want it?
Now.
What's outrageous? Kids in cages. What's outrageous? Kids in cages. What's outrageous? Kids in cages. Giant murder. Kids in cages. Who's my better? 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 Who's my better?
they're doing. That, we know what they're doing. They're back there doing the same thing. We're aware of that. No, they're not. They're by our fire brigade back there. They're tailing. They're supporting. Yes.
We want their support?
No, we don't.
Nobody fucking wants you here. Nobody fucking wants you here. You don't do shit. You don't protect shit. This is anti-fucking protest. Nobody fucking wants you here. So why the fuck are you here? Nobody fucking wants you here. Nobody wants you here. Who wants you here? Who answered it? Do you see the congregation you have? We don't need you. We don't need you. So leave us the fuck alone. You have triggered people with your fucking weapons to be here. Half the people here have been beaten by police. Burning down the fucking. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave. Nobody wants you here. Nobody wants you here. Leave. Leave us the fuck alone. Why are you here? Who do you think feels protected by you being here? Not the people within this group. It's ACAB, all cops are bastards. Nobody wants you here. So leave. The fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Hey, box him out. Let's go.
No one wants you here either. You're not doing shit by being here. We literally have cars to protect us. You're not protecting shit. You're not protecting shit. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything but triggering people. You're literally just triggering people. All you're doing is triggering people. You're not doing shit. Nobody asked for you. Nobody called 911 for your fucking bullshit ass fake ass hat. Nobody wants you here. So why the fuck are you here?
You're making people
Why the fuck
uncomfortable
are you here?
being
Did
here.
your officer
You guys
just
are literally a
say
fucking
this is
trigger for
against the
people.
law?
Because you guys don't help safe. You guys don't keep anybody safe. Where the fuck was the police when Summer Taylor died? When D.S. Love got here? You guys weren't fucking there. Don't try to fucking be here now. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are literally making my PTSD go off the fucking Ricky show right now. Get the fuck out of here, literally. We don't want your help. Literally, we do not want your guys' help. Just leave. Because right now, you're stopping us from exercising our constitutional rights. No, we don't want your help. Just leave. Leave. It is our right to refuse help from you guys. Fucking leave. We're refusing, so leave and quit impeding on us. Seriously. You guys are literally impeding on us. Just fucking leave. No, you guys can get out of our way completely. We don't want you nowhere near us. Get away from us, literally. Leave us alone. Go by. You guys can leave. We don't need your help. Adios. Adios. Get your fucking car and leave. Orders just came through. Get in the car and leave. Bye.
Go ahead.
Bye.
Joanna just said to clear out.
Get out. Bye. They're leaving. They're leaving.
Leave.
Bye. Get your
No one needs your fucking protection. No one needs your fucking protection. We don't need fucking bastards help. We don't need kids to help us and roll around in dirt. Go act like you're helping somewhere else. If not fucking one in here.
Bye.
Go beat your wives.
Bye. Yeah, go do that.
Beat your wives.
Do what your boss told you. Two items say clear out. Bye. Get out. We don't want your help. Our cars got this. Thank you. Our cars are very much capable of handling themselves. Take your fucking punk ass bus with you. Take your bus with you. Take your bus with you. Take your bus with you. Bye.
Hey, another plate.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Fuck out of here. Adios, motherfucker.
You fucking suck. You fucking suck.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Everybody back in charge.
They're not fucking, they're still doing the same shit.
Talk about which way are you going? Which way are you going? Doesn't matter. We don't want your help. Bye.
Leave. It's right there.
They're still trying to help.
Nobody fucking wants your support. What's her name? Up there? Someone said her name earlier. Do you know her name? That girl up there. The one that you guys were like, both of us set to go.
No, the car came over right on 2 items. I'm sure they're both. Told them to clear out. So why the fuck are you still going to clear out?
Up in your phones and into the streets!
new ways to make this system not an injustice system. We need to be educating, we need to be donating, especially white people, we need to be donating, we need to be opening our wallets. Over the last month, I think we've given everybody so many places where they can donate, where they can volunteer, where they can go. And I think that we can and we should be doing more than just protesting, right? Right.
Right.
Good stuff. Take it away, child.
We definitely should be doing more than protesting when it comes to these kids, for sure. They are the future, literally. I don't care if you know them or not. Take the time to get to know them. Take the time to ask them what they want to be in life. Take the time to know their name and how old they are. Literally. That little bit of interest might change a kid's life.
And don't forget that the school drive is still going on. It's going to be happening all throughout the month. Don't forget also that we are going to be needing people to help pass those things out when the time comes. So keep that in the back of your head. At the end of August, we are going to need people there. We are going to need people to be talking. Don't just open your wallet. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like kids, I don't like kids. Well, you better start fucking like kids right now. At least the black ones. No, but you should like all the fucking kids. Kids are amazing. Personal
Hey,
opinions.
kids are the truth, bro. I done learned so much from doing this, talking to these kids, and walking through these neighborhoods, talking to these kids. I've learned so much from them. Like, literally it changes their life. It really does. Stopping to talk to these kids really changed their lives.
And in regards to stopping and talking to these kids, something we also need to bring attention to right now is the city of Seattle has an ordinance when it comes to the protection of our youth when they're locked away inside of these juvenile institutions or away from their parents. They can be questioned without legal representation, and that's a huge problem. I was a juvenile in the juvenile detention being questioned by detectives, and luckily for me, by then I knew my rights, but for them to just be able to walk in there and request a visit with the juvenile to try to get them to entrap themselves, because children are very impressionable, and these are trained professionals who are trying to withdraw a statement of some sort. So just please pay attention, because that's not just going out for the county, that's for the entire city. So, I mean, not just the city, but the entire county. And we need to pay attention right now. I think a group 360 now or 180 now is the people that have brought that to the city ordinance code, and that's another thing we need to be able to be on top of so we can continue to protect our youth, because they're the future. That's why we're out here.
Biggest difference in their life. Toys don't mean shit. It's the time. Because time is something they can't get back. They can get another dinosaur. They can get some more skates. They can get another pair of shoes. They can get more clothes all day, every fucking day. But what they can't get is somebody's genuine time from them. That's one thing they'll never get back. Is the time that you genuinely sat there spending with them. Time is the one thing nobody gets back. All this other shit can be replaced. Time can't. So don't think just because you're giving your money to them that you did your fucking part. Go spend your time. That's worth way more than your fucking money. Literally. Because you can't get that back. Give these kids something that you can't get back. Your time, you can't get it back, so go give it to them.
But you also need to help the adults that are taking care of these kids, because if they have a bad home life, they're fucked. Like, for the most part, they're fucked. They can get outside help, but it doesn't help unless you help their homes that they're in. Deadass, which is defunding SPD by 50%. Because just so you guys are aware, 48% in Seattle, 48% people behind on rent are black. That's 48%. The working class is always one check away from being homeless. And if you don't help their parents, then you're fucked. Like, it's for the kids, but you have to help their parents as well. Because their parents were once kids that were in that situation, and that's why they're in that situation right now.
And that's exactly the reason why we're out here to defund the police department, because all they're going to do is continue to put our children into the system and put them in the revolving door where they're used to being criminalized and treated like they're animals. It's not a game. You're looking at two people out here right now that have been through the system, and it was normal to us. To be able to see such solidarity and support from other communities is very rare for people where we grow up from. We never get that type of outreach. So to see this coming from Seattle right now shows that we're on the right path, but this is just the beginning.
I
been to jail. It's not just people, but it's everyone. I'm pretty sure many of us here have also been to a King County Correctional Facility when shit was even protesters. So we know how unjust these motherfuckers are. It's not just me. I can hold a saxophone. It costs a lot of money. Like, I've had the lessons too. They will put any motherfucker that's black in jail, okay? Unjustly. In King County as well. And they'll do it to you, white people. So please listen up.
They do it to black people more, though.
We do.
Sure.
I'm literally only black female out here I've seen for days holding a saxophone. I've had to pay private lessons for this shit. I have definitely put my dues in, and I love it.
Hey.
But again, misrepresented, and they still throw me in jail. So I don't want to hear Carmen Best stories, by the way.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't never had this many white people on my side a day in my life.
Right. Never.
So, now just imagine I'm a grown adult and that makes a difference in my life. Literally, it makes a difference in my life. Now just imagine if I was a child, how much of a difference all these white people on their side would make in their life. Like dead ass. I'm a grown ass adult and having this many white people on my side makes a huge difference. Now just imagine if I was a child. If I was a 6, 7-year-old kid who had the same thing. Just imagine the difference you make in their life. It's the same way. It's the same thing, man. It's just, now you have to apply it to the kids. You know? Because they're the future. These are the futures right here. Like, these youth are really the future. And it's on us to invest in their future and take care of it. Literally, on us. Here, that's it. That's all I got.
How are you going to get I'm not that Kenny G's in jail. I fucking guarantee you Kenny G's has some run-ins with Seattle at the SPD.
Hey, every great black leader has a mugshot.
No, for real, right?
He's hurt, you guys. Oh, thank you so much. I still have pepper spray all over my face.
Yeah, you were right up front. I'm right behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Walking through this precinct. First and foremost, people, about Black Lives Matter. As I do every time, if you are of legal age to vote and register, raise your hand, please. Come up. Take that same hand and make it a fist. Because that's our power. This is how we affect change. You vote. You make your voice heard. All of you that have that fist up, you have to vote for those who they have taken the rights to vote away from. Many of us. Your vote counts not only for you, it counts for all of us. While y'all got those hands up one time, can I get you to repeat after me? We the people. 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 We the people.
Hey, folks at Woke. It's Asphalt Pirates here. Thanks for watching. Looks like we might have a serious injury over here. This is actually the medics from the precinct with a couple of officers in riot gear are checking them out.
So somebody's injured, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to give them space. Looks like somebody fell off of the back of a truck. Hey, are you okay? We have baby wipes. Do you want some baby wipes? I just got one. You got more? Okay.
Yeah, I have that one. So
okay,
like the whatever.
The Sudacon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Tap my shoulder next time.
Huh?
You could tap my shoulder next time.
Sorry.
Black Lives Matter is just that. Just that. And there's a reason for that. They are still shooting at innocent black teenagers. For those of you who are following the news, they are still slave catching, as this department was built on. The police was founded as once slave catchers. They are still catching slaves. That is why they police minority and brown and black communities. When we say defund the police, what we are saying is the structure that has existed cannot exist anymore. And for everybody that had that fist up, that's how we do it. Just like that. You vote. You vote. You vote. You vote. And not only to get the Donald out of the White House, quack, quack. Just call him Scrooge McDuck. He reminds me of that on DuckTales with all the fucking gold coins, you know, Duck, Duck, Donald. So understand something, people. We had a major victory today with the district attorney clarifying these laws. Minority, disenfranchised, abused, all of us. We thank every one of you because you guys affected that change. Give yourselves a hand. For you guys that have been out here every day, protesting, assaulted.
There's an ambulance off to the left side in the intersection. There was somebody on the street laying down, surrounded by medics on the way in here. I'm not sure exactly what happened to them, but it didn't seem like there was any sort of confrontation, so I don't know. It may have been something like passing out or, you know, heat or whatever, all just speculation, but it did not seem like the result of a conflict with anyone. I'm also not sure if they were part of the protest or if they were just somebody on the sidewalk. It was difficult to tell.
Black Lives Matter is about ordinary, everyday people. Understand something? They grab me, somebody else better pick up this fucking bullhorn and keep this shit going. You each and every one of you individually have a voice. You have a voice. They don't want you to have a voice. They never wanted you to have a voice. They want you to go home to your Fire Sticks and your Netflixes and your Starbucks and your Hulus and all of that bullshit. Life is happening out here in the streets in front of you right now. This is life right now. I'm going to end it just like this. Until we get justice for Breonna Taylor. Until the powers that be are held accountable for murdering an innocent black woman in her bed, in her sleep. saving lives. They took her life, murdered her, not out here in the streets, in her own home, in the safety of the so-called safety of her own home. Murdered! So when I say her name, understand something. You guys are talking directly to Breonna Taylor. Make sure she fucking hears you. Say her name. 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 And it would always totally be disrespectful if I ever got up here and I didn't have us give a shout out to our moms. Give it up for our moms. Understand something, you guys. It's happening right here, right now. This is not a game. This is not a show. When you guys are out and about in the streets, you know how you help Black Lives Matter? Anytime you see those blue and red lights flashing, pull over. Pull out your phone. All the body cams. They don't even need them anymore. You guys can throw that shit in the fucking dumpster somewhere. We are the body cams. In your neighborhood, in your community. If you are out and about, on foot, on bike, on scooter, driving, if you see blue and red lights flashing, stop. Pull out your phone. It's a movement, people, and it matters. It's a movement, and it matters. No more qualified immunity. If we are held accountable, you are held accountable. And I'm going to say this and understand something. We are talking about Black Lives Matter. You understand what I'm telling you? Black Lives Matter, okay? So, for all of you who want to throw things, whatever that and all of that stuff is, do not throw something and run back into a crowd because you're putting people's lives in danger here. You are putting Black lives in danger! When they run in that crowd, they're going to grab me first. Me. Look at the track record, people. So for those of you who are here on that, step the fuck up. If you're going to do it on behalf of Black Lives Matter, represent to the fucking fullest. And own up to your shit. Something at these people, whoever the fuck they are, you're putting people's lives in danger when you run into a crowd. You have moms out here. You have women out here. These fuckers have made it clear. They don't give a fuck. They will shoot you, gas you, whatever. They don't care. And guess what? You get charged with the assault. So not only are we going to fuck the police, we're going to defund the police. We're going to make sure that our voices are heard by putting that power up there and making sure that, of course, quack, quack, we get rid of him first. He's definitely got to go. He's definitely got to go. And so once again, people, it is on us, and it is up to only us. Not the rich people, not the famous, but us ordinary. And so once again, people, it is on us, and it is up to only us. Not the rich people, not the famous, but us ordinary people. And I'm going to end it like this, with what John Lewis said. If you don't do everything that you can do to affect change, nothing will change. Nothing will change. And so, before I lose my voice, I'm going to need some people to step up to grab this bullhorn, but we're going to start this chant, and we are going to keep this fucking chant going and going and going. And we're not going to worry about anybody getting assaulted out here tonight, because we are here non-violently, civilly, disobediently protesting your entire power structure. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets.
Yeah, this is Portland.
Our streets. Whose streets? 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 Our streets. Okay, so why have this platform? Like I said, this is the people's platform. Is there anybody out there with a voice would deserve a couple of minutes here? Because we all have a voice out here, and you all need to be heard. Allies, we need you guys to step up. This is about community. This is about unity. If you have a message, I need you to step forward. If you don't have a message, just be ready to chant and say it loud. But understand something. It's not about me. It's not about this group, that group, any groups. It's about Black Lives Matter. And we don't have to disagree as long as we have the same ultimate goal. We can meet at the finish fucking line. Yeah. So everybody does their part, and we will get there together, or we'll meet there, as long as we fucking get there.
Yes. Yes.
And for all my press that have been assaulted by these police officers, all my press that have been tackled, battered, and bruised, Marani, I just want to have everybody out here give them a hand, because they are representing the truth. They are putting shit out there the way that it actually happens. And if you are here and you are pressed, we don't do negativity. We do truth. We do truth here. Truth only. So we need to expose the violence. We need to expose the degradation. We need to expose the fucking embarrassing.
Yep. Yep.
So there's no word for the brutality. There's no words for the decades and the decades and the decades and the decades. For you guys that are here now, this struggle has gone on for centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries. We are still slavers, people. We are still in slavery.
Yes, we are.
There are more slaves now than there was when they were actively kidnapping my ancestors and bringing us over here. And if you need to fact check that, start with the 13th Amendment. For everyone who has lost their freedom, they have immediately become an indentured servant, which means you are a slave. Prison Industry Association is a stock marketable product. They are cashing in on the lost freedom of all our brothers and sisters. And if you don't think that the people who are locked up are your brothers and sisters, you better ask somebody. You're Mr. Donald Quack Quack and the rest of his homeboys is saying that you guys are too fucking lazy. $600 is too much for you. Because you know what? You don't want to go back to work. The arrogance. The fucking arrogance. For real. We built this shit. Our ancestors built all of this fucking shit. And he's got the nerve to call all of you all lazy. All of us lazy. Well, $600 is too fucking much for him, even though that $600 is going to pay the fucking rent and to feed the fucking children. It's not like that $600 is going to the Bahamas.
Okay.
So understand something. Your government has never had your back. Your government never will have your back. We have each other's backs.
Just got out of the
We
car.
have each other's backs.
Who from? Police?
It was just a person,
And the way we
a woman.
show that,
Oh, is that
number
right?
one, is we
She
get out
drove
there
by
and we
and
vote.
held the spray
You guys
spray
need to
down.
be aware of
Just
what's
drove
going on
past
in
the
your
crowd
community.
and
These
spray
town
painted
hall
everybody.
meetings
Sprayed everyone
open
in the
to the
front line.
public. These city council meetings open to the public.
Which was mostly press.
What's that?
It was mostly press.
Yeah.
And the people who secure the street.
You're more than welcome to come to the front. Your voice can be heard. We appreciate each and every voice out here, you guys. We appreciate each and every voice out here. The fact that you out here means that Black Lives Matter to you. So, where's my drum? Where's my drum? Can I get my drum up here? So, listen here.
I have look. 50% athletes. Keep behind the police. I have look. 50% athletes.
No justice.
No peace.
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 No
this is a huge bubble?
No justice! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No racist!
Not dead yet.
No justice!
I told them they'll shut me up when I'm dead. Not dead yet.
No peace! No racist! No peace! No justice!
They put me in the hospital the other day. That was fun.
No racist!
Oh yeah, we recorded the entire thing.
Oh, yeah. Glad to see you up right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No justice! No peace!
Okay.
No racist!
It's okay.
No justice! No racist! No justice! No peace! Racist!
Their light is so bright.
No racist!
I'm trying to, because
No justice!
my phone can kind of cut through the light, and you can kind of sort of see them moving in the shadows with my phone that you can't see with your naked eye.
Here, what I do with the light, here, let me show you.
No racist!
If I hold like a finger in front of it and block out the light itself, usually I can see a person or whatever is
No
behind it.
racist! No justice! No racist!
Yeah, I've got smudges on my leg.
I know, I'm constantly cleaning my camera too.
No justice! No racist!
Ooh, hello!
No justice!
I saw you.
No racist! No justice!
Oh, look at hi.
No racist! No justice! No
Cop on the
racist!
roof. I'm sorry.
No
Cop on the roof, shining his light.
No racist! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! Whose lives
I don't think not completely. Ooh, hi. Bro.
Nice.
That was fucking rude.
Whose lives matter?
That's rude, sir.
We're not on their property. Why are you shining us, bro?
I think he's trying to shine his light, shining at him.
Yep.
But like
Whose lives matter?
Community for free. Because everyone has been doing that. We're doing this for free, and we've been doing it for over 70 days. You guys can do more than hold a sign. You can do more than report. There's more to that than black
I
people.
gotta
We are
bring
more
my
than
kids
a side.
to these marches just to spend more time with them because this is that critical. His son is 10 months old, and his son is out here right now in that car trying to go to sleep. 10 months old. That's not fair. 10 months old. Tomorrow's my youngest daughter's birthday. You know, we're gonna try to do something for her, but this is more critical to her future.
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
The next day, it was like super cold, but it was not. It was like
Go do that one more time. Let me hear everybody. Everybody.
Here I go. I'm going. All running. Okay, cool. Like if they have
Do you have any water on you?
I don't. I'll get you some.
That's okay. I'll go. Do you guys have like any water? Those wipes are like super sticky and it's like sticky all over my face now.
I don't have water. I think the van up there has water, but these are what we've been using to clean ourselves off.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you noticed that because I forget to hand out the hand wipes sometimes.
Yeah. Well, my face is like all sticking together. I'm like blinking and it's like glue.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I literally got pepper sprayed just 15 minutes ago, so it was good to have.
I'm sorry that happened. I didn't know that it happened.
Yeah, a car drove past just as we were arriving, and it was right up front of the march, and they drove past holding the spray down and just drove right past us.
I don't feel naked anymore.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go start
Pretty used to it now.
more wipes.
No.
The other ones are gone.
I'm good. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm like cleaning myself up. Let me go. Thank you. Let me step over here. I clean off myself. I haven't cleaned myself since I was sprayed. Okay. So I'm gonna stream.
Stable.
Mine's in my Jeep.
We're on the second one.
Mine's in my Jeep. I need to grab it.
I got mine today.
Right now.
This was my treat myself thing.
But you do have us on Life 360.
I have a comment.
He doesn't, but you do.
Let me turn the flash on so I can lift you up. This is what it says. Protest tonight is at the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office on Burnside. What's the cross street up there?
47th.
Burnside at 47th.
I'm gonna meander back down to the rest of the group.
She is tired as hell. You can hear her.
Who?
Meander to the crowd.
And well, it's like, but you also have us on Life 360. He doesn't.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now! A whole different chat in the back. Y'all seen a whole different chat in the back.
How are you tonight? Everyone's walking real fast today.
Who we got?
Yeah, that's.
Why'd you stop? I like that.
Just chocolate.
Black lives matter. Black lives
Come on, man. What do you want, man?
Hey. Go ahead. Oh.
Hey. Alright. I mean, normally the march goes to like 1.
Yeah, it was more.
You're the only one who's focused on right now.
Hello? Hey guys, so I just wanted to let us all know that Ticket for Change is going to be hosting another sign and banner making event. It's going to be Thursday afternoon. I'm going to disclose the location tomorrow and the exact time, but if you are interested, it's going to be sweet. We're going to do a lot of really, really cool stuff. Probably about 2 p.m. It'll probably be in like the Queen Anne, South Lake Union neighborhood. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. Keep an eye out on all of our Instagram accounts. But yeah, that's going to be coming up, so thank you.
Yeah. Where the hell is my sister?
Talking to neighbors. Abby, do you have anything to say?
What's that?
Oh, do you have anything to say?
What's that? What do you have to say? Nothing.
Oh.
That I got a potty, that's it. I don't think y'all want to know that, so. Everyone got rides home?
Not yet.
And y'all need one home?
Yes.
Who said yes? Please come up. Where do you live?
North Seattle.
Okay, so all the cars come. You'll see people in cars and just ask them where they're going, or I can just ask who's going to North Seattle and I'll let you know.
You first need a ride? Okay, I'm actually going to Green Lake 85th and...
I'm also going to North Seattle.
Where do you live?
I'm like 106th and Meridian. Yeah, I gotta know.
Hi guys!
Hey Tati!
Sorry, we literally, when going to Mercer Island, we wanted to make sure the organizers didn't have the mic most of the time so that we could actually talk to these white people out here and get them to open their wallets. So we have been having conversations with them, and then also the police have been literally following us most of the time, so we've been
chasing them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me step back for a second. We're in Portland, Oregon. So CJ, yeah, he was taken to the hospital. He had some cracked ribs. So he went back home down south, about 45 minutes south or so, to recoup and recover. So CJ is good. He's not like, you know, he was hurt bad, but it wasn't, luckily it didn't break his rib fully or anything like that, and they cracked his rib. They cracked his rib good. Very unfortunate. There's been a couple people hurt tonight already. If you weren't here probably half hour ago, maybe. Welcome everybody who's new. By the way, I was sitting up front there, so I didn't have much time to introduce myself. I'm Crystal. I'm just a citizen of Portland here, recording. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Taking pictures, just documenting. I was in the Wall of Moms. I was in the original Wall of Moms back in the day, and I used to stream like up front with them. Kind of broke off after the group fell apart, and now I'm kind of more independent. Support from Louisville, Kentucky, Breonna Taylor, hell yeah. I think most of the unrest and protesting is in Portland. There's a lot of unrest and there's a lot of people that are really pissed off. The other night when we were here, probably, I guess like last week maybe, I don't remember when, they climbed up there and replaced Burnside with that. And they haven't taken it down. Mom Tifa? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was with the moms for a long time. I worked as a little bit as like their medic, really more as just spraying saline in people's eyes and recording. But yeah, I met up with tons of people while I was out here and made all kinds of good friends and stuff. So I typically go around looking for like agitators in the crowd and stuff, especially people who are coming from outside of the movement, if you catch my drift. We have an independent ambulance over there. And supports you. Thank you. Yeah. Politically, I'm with it. I'm definitely leftist. So we might argue with people on the feed here.
Radar, and I don't blame you.
Okay, I won't show this. Well, she can take a picture of it. Can you take a picture of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Did you get a picture of that car that maced everybody, or live streamed?
I live streamed it.
Did you get the license plate and stuff?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Do any of you guys know if we got the plate of that car? What is that?
Oh, that's my card.
Oh, word.
I'm sharing with them. I was arrested last week. I was just sharing it. Well, to me, and I don't mind if this is all the. I'm assuming the audio is on. To me, one of the.
Let me walk away. I don't want to record their conversation.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter?
Welcome, Denise. Appreciate you hanging out. Love all you guys. I got Mom Tifa here up front.
Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Okay, so you guys have to understand something. Every day that you guys have been out here counts. You must understand something. My first day of protest was in the Rodney King riots in 1992, LA. I was there. But understand, even before me, there was a protest going on long before that. So this thing is much longer and much deeper. Those of you that are out here, you have to understand this, okay? Black voices have not been heard for centuries. For centuries. Yep. Black lives have not mattered for centuries. For centuries. So when we say Black Lives Matter today, it's because the killing, brutal, savage murder of another black man in the streets that has been going on for centuries and centuries, this time, there's a different generation to see that shit.
We were in the truck.
That's not afraid of these fucking motherfuckers over here.
Yeah.
Every 2 days down in my country.
We were right next to him as soon as we ran up.
What you guys have witnessed is what's been going on for a long, long time. They've been killing black and brown people in the streets like dogs for decades and centuries.
We should have been taking a manual right over, like Randall's.
So when we say Black Lives Matter, this is the first platform that Black lives have actually mattered to where we have such a multi-generational, multi-denominational mix of people out here that are all saying the same thing. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter! 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 Whose lives matter? somebody shout it out to our sister up there. We gotta let her know that we here and we still represented until she gets her justice. When I say her name, y'all know what to do. Say her name! Breonna Taylor! 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 Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor! Say her name! 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 Breonna Taylor!
It's not weed.
Say her name! Breonna Taylor! 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 Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Did the wrong one.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Alright. Ready? Put your hand in front of it in 3, 2.
Well, that's an excellent question. Excuse us, Mr. Police Officer. Would you please possibly say her name as well with us?
The second one.
Can you say Breonna Taylor, Mr. Crooked Officer? Say her name!
Breonna Taylor!
Say her name!
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor!
Breonna Taylor. 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 Breonna Taylor.
8 minutes and 46 seconds. A police officer pressed his
That was
knee
not my real mama.
on the neck. George Floyd.
It's like a mama though. I do the same thing for my mom.
Know what was going on before that, you know what's going on now. So when I say his name, he's gonna make sure not only does he hear us, but all of these motherfuckers out here hear us that participated in the death
Oh, you hear that in there?
of another black man, citizen of this country, killed savagely on the streets. $20. $20 So when I say his name, make sure you say it loud. Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say his name.
Not a huge amount.
Say his name. George Floyd. 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 Say we just chanted, that's still, they had his knee on his neck longer than what we just did now. Was that 8 minutes? I don't think that was even 8 minutes, right? Understand something, people. It's happening and it's real, and we are still dying in the streets. You guys being out here means that you recognize that there's something seriously fucking wrong going on. And it's about time. We've been out here struggling, waiting. We've been out here doing it daily. We appreciate you guys waking the fuck up and coming out and representing Black Lives Matter.
Fuck you!
I wonder who the fuck that is.
Alright, so, I'd like to introduce myself as one of the indigenous peoples of Palau and
Can you
Saipan.
hear his voice?
These are territories of the United States. And so when I think about why I'm out here, I think about a lot of different things. A lot of you might not know that as recently as the end of World War II, the U.S. government was responsible for locking my people in cages and making our language illegal.
Right.
To this day, we don't have the same rights as actual citizens in the U.S. of A. I have the blatant desire to go home to my islands and reaffirm myself and my culture because, frankly, radical self-love of reaffiliating oneself with your roots is absolutely mandatory in the face of an oppressive system. These people do not want us to radically love ourselves and each other, so every time I remember that, I listen to a few more cultural songs. I look a little harder into my own personal history because it's a reminder that they will never take that from me. Now, one of the reasons I'm not going home to my island and going back where I belong is because my fight right now is here. For all of the people here who are being killed in the streets, don't get me wrong, it's happening on my islands too. The way that imperialism and this oppressive system affects us, it goes all the way out to every single territory the U.S. neglects.
Yeah.
We are dismantling anti-blackness within my own culture. People in my culture are learning to be proud of their curls, of their dark melanated skin that I unfortunately did not get blessed with. But that being said, it doesn't stop there. We have to be supporting all of our other communities.
Yeah.
When we say Black Lives Matter, that means that we are fighting for every single fucking loved one we have out here.
Yeah.
Because all lives matter did not apply in the sense of all are created equal in the rights of man when they wrote the Constitution. If all did not apply then, it does not apply now. That's why we say Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be loving every one of you. I'm going to be digging deeper and harder into my culture and all of the things that I have learned from the imperialism of my homeland. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to use it to fight the system here. Remember, when you are in this country, everywhere you go, everywhere you stand, you are on stolen land. And when you vacation in Hawaii, and when you go to the Marianas, to Gahan, not Guam, Gahan, and Saipan, you are on stolen land. So, as one of the BIPOC members of this crowd, I want you all to remember that this doesn't stop with one crew, community group. It is all of us.
Yeah.
I consider this make or break. If they're already out here killing us, then I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the next generation does not have a knee on their neck.
That's right.
I've hesitated to go public about this due to the
not only the moms out here, we have our disabled sisters and brothers that have come out here.
The chant that they're saying peaked in high school. I'm all about it.
The hardest thing to do, people, as a community is love. You must love first. We love everyone out here. We love each other equally. That's the strength that we have as a unit, as a community. So I'm going to say this one last time. So for those of you who don't know, the anniversary is coming up of the Million Man March in Washington, D.C. With everything that's been going on this year, with everything that's been going on for decades, we are going to go there, and we are going to represent, and we are going to make sure that everybody there knows that Portland is holding it fucking down. We're going to caravan down there, so if anybody who has been disenfranchised by this fucking president and has nothing better to do because we have no more fucking money no more, they took our fucking money. We are going to caravan there, okay? We are going to ragtag it, and we are going to go there and make some fucking noise. So if you're interested, I'm going to give you a couple of Twitters. One is for Cat Crimson, Pretty Kitty 141. She is establishing a fund. You guys go there, get with her. My name is G. Floyd. You can find me on Twitter at BLM, the number 4, ever. Any information you guys want to know from a black fucking person about anything. If I don't know it, I'll find it out. We need to keep each other informed at all times. Information is one of the things that we have at our disposal as well.
You want to go to that side?
BLM number 4 ever. It has a picture of me with an idea for you. So anyway, it looks like we are attracting some attention on the screen here like as we should.
Are you going?
No racist USA. No cops. No KKK. No racist USA. No cops. No
Pablo is filming. Let me go.
No justice, no peace.
So why aren't you guys going over there?
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice. Take to the streets and fuck the police. Fuck the police.
None of you guys who are for us will even approach them for the dialogue. Right? I want this shit to work. I want my tomorrow or the next day to work. I am politically connected enough where
us here, just so you guys know, we do have a Twitch account. It's Asphalt Pirates. And we're in the process of getting a YouTube up. And I believe one of the admins can
How are you looking at me right now? You mean this shit. Yeti, all the guys that are doing this shit. Tonight is different for me. I really want to see this work. Not just because...
All the way back there?
Yeah, I really want to see this work. Not just because Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when I go to the park at Laurelhurst and play with the kids,
gotta be a
white
plan.
kids, black kids. But if you guys sit there and make these men, and let me be clear with you, I ain't feeling it either. But I know that goddamn dude there, right there, has got a daughter at home. He may be out here. Don't hurt him. Do not attack any of these men for doing their job. But the fundamental cause has to be fought. We know it does. But these men, fuck Ted. Excuse my language. Ted can, I got a special prize for him. But at the end of the day, I really want to think of the humanity portion of it. These men are standing out here. Some of them are going to be asshole sentinels. Yeah, they're just ready to bomb you and do all this extra shit. But some of these guys are just doing their damn job. They should stand up. I believe they should stand up. I believe they should stand up. They should stand up. But at the end of the day, I need all of y'all, please sign a piece of paper. Even if you go tomorrow and just go on Facebook and say, like, look, hey, we need a petition to get Kate Brown's little skinny ass down here. You don't make these calls from way in Salem and be completely safe. And then, hey, don't let the woman address me. You address me. Bring your ass up here and address me, bro. Look, that's different. You address me as yourself, bro. Don't speak from the crowd, because you're fighting for us, right?
Can we acknowledge that legislation is a valid avenue, but it cannot stop there?
Absolutely.
That's the end of the picture. Everybody here votes.
So what are you proposing? Anarchism?
Not exclusively.
No. See, you're missing the whole point of what I said to begin with. You're saying that what I was saying may not be the construct to fix it. But yet you're out here and all the black stuff and the crazy stuff. What is your solution, young man?
To what?
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? What the fuck are you here for?
I have lots of solutions.
Then say one of them.
They go in multiple avenues. It has to do with legislation and civil unrest. One or the other alone will not do anything.
But he's not asking for us to do one or the other alone. He's asking for the legislation part to also be
I know, but he's
taken care
standing here right here and telling
You
us...
obviously were not listening.
Do you support this form of protest as well?
Look, let me say it to you another way. Let me say it to you a completely different way. I love to tear shit up, bro. I'm one of those kids that grew out of it and became a better man, right? And what you just did is say that you don't have a point at all, and that you could have the disgrace to sit here and say you have something, a problem with me being black. No. Me being black, and what I'm telling you is, from a black man's perspective, what the fuck we want, while you're out here acting stupid. So I'm trying to tell you what we want. Are you listening to what we want, or are you just here on an agenda?
I'm listening to what you want. Are you saying that you want us all to stop this and go sign petitions?
I don't think nobody here said it. No one here heard me say
When I
stop.
watched that, that's what I heard.
Well, maybe you should.
You didn't hear that shit from me.
I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, the lady really...
What's the solution? Are you saying this is wrong?
No, what I'm saying is, in the history of our government, as our democracy, with what, we've got the Bill of Rights, we've got 4 different legislative bodies of work that tell us how the country works, right?
Right.
And the only way that you can change any of them is to ratify them, right? What's ratifying?
Voting and legislation.
What
and all
vote?
that stuff.
You're out here yelling. What vote? So what I asked for specifically was legislation, a petition, a piece of paper that you would stand by while you are fighting for us and telling her to hide your face. We don't do cowards. Black people, right? We get down, bruh. So you You just told her to hide your face
That's
to fight our cause. No, I'm not here without even a map. I'll risk my life for the cause.
That's a personal choice.
It is.
You don't have to tell
That
me.
is. But you're making the choice for us by representing us without us, correct?
I'm representing a lot
Did you
of
bring a
people
black friend?
I have
Where's your black friend?
Not here.
No. I'm not here without even a map.
Legislation is valid and
So
fine
you can
every
understand how a black man would be offensive that you're aggressive at a black man telling you how I want it to be done.
This conversation about how we can all agree that legislation alone isn't going to solve anything. You're talking about ratifying
No,
documents.
what you're missing is the biggest point of all. You are electing to speak for a body of people without them, and you're choosing what you think we want. Is that not what you just said?
No, I'm talking about all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, is that not what he just said?
I'm talking about, okay, if you wanted to be specific,
Why don't you not? My name is Jay. Most people call me Raz.
Okay.
I work for one of the biggest black churches in Highland, or in Portland, right? So I understand what black people want, because I have to answer for this shit every single night. Raz, I know you're down at the protest. I know you're that kind of dude. What's going on? I cannot go back to the same people that you're fighting for and tell them that the cause that you say you're fighting for is not valid or just. Because now we have to own up to what you say you're doing for us.
I'm not saying what you're doing isn't valid or just. I'm not saying what anyone's doing is not valid or just. Everything somebody chooses to do is valid and just. I thought you were vilifying these people for choosing to stand here and show aggressive towards the cops.
Now let me ask you this.
Just like
Let me ask you this. As one of, if one of less than 10 black people, if I decided to vilify you for it, do I have the right?
Personally, yes.
Then why are you talking still?
Because you asked me questions and I'm trying to...
No, bro, did you get it? That was just a little lesson for the young kid, bro. Did you realize how silly you just made yourself look for no reason? That you are actually speaking to the point that we're trying to eradicate. We're trying to get that shit out of here.
What shit?
I need you to fight, but I need you to fight. No, fight for what we asked for, and not what you think we need. Remember, we were enslaved because that was the difference.
There are lots of other black people in this crowd that support all of these different types of movements.
Point them out.
Probably in the back. They don't walk to the front and talk to
They're in the back.
They're very
in the back. They're in the back.
Yeah.
Where?
Tons of them.
Show them.
Portland.
And look, you've got other people looking around for the same people that you're coming out your asshole with some bullshit. At the end of the day, all I'm asking for is legislation. So you seem pretty smart. So tomorrow, when you put on your black outfit that looks real cool, but you might not be tough enough to really stand up there. You might not even fight me on a one-to-one. You willing?
I don't want to fight you.
Absolutely. That's my point, young man. It's that serious. It's that serious when you're fighting for a people. It's not just get off the couch, say some stuff, right on. What do we need?
I know, I'm supporting legislation. I just want everyone here to know that legislation is not enough, and if you guys think it stops there, we can look at the last 60 years of history.
I would bet $1 to a bucket of shit, excuse my language, that all these people that are standing around looking at my dumb ass, who is nobody, just fighting for what I really believe because I've got more white friends than black friends, but I need this shit to be fixed so that we'll all be okay on the other end. That's what I'm fighting for, young man. Black folks are okay. We could do this. But let me ask you this. If we were to take every person here that's white and replace them with black, what do you think would happen?
In terms of what? Hopefully they would also be protesting and voting and...
The cops would have already arrested all of them.
Or start shooting.
That's why we need white people.
No. That should let you know that as black people, we know how strong we are. We just don't want any issue. So when they asked me when I went down and they asked me to speak downtown, this is what I told them we want. We want tax exemption. That's what we want. So if you want to fight for me tomorrow, come up with a strategy that we can get tax exemption.
I would support tax exemption.
That makes sense, right?
I support lots of legislation. I'm not saying legislation is bad or the only way.
All I'm saying is consult your black friend before you come fight for the black people. Okay. Understand what they really want. It's not just a political, but it's not just a political process. We've got to live with the results.
Right.
All of this right here, you've got 150 million Republicans, right, that wish us dead, right? Damn near. You give them the fuel, and we didn't do anything.
I understand.
So the 40%.
I'm not saying you should be here
I agree with
inciting
that.
things to attack you or vilify black people.
I agree with that.
Target.
I'm not even attacking Republicans. I'm not really attacking them. It was a point. It was a moot point. But the idea is that if this happens across, let's say I was born in Mobile, Alabama, like the King's English, Mobile, Alabama, right? So imagine in Mobile, Alabama, where they still have Confederate flags and all of the memorabilia from the Confederate War in their yard. They're not seeing that you guys are fighting for us. They're saying those niggers got some backup, huh? We'll get those niggers, we'll see. But at that point in time, you may decide to go home. You may decide that you've given it enough. Now my daughter has to really deal with the repercussions of y'all not really scoring the building, not really addressing these people, because you didn't have to say anything rude at all. You could have walked up to them like I just walked up to the middle of all of you and walked up to them and said, what do you have?
I can't take it.
Hey, I just want to do a quick unwrap on why I switched spaces, just to clear it up, because I know this is something that people are going to talk about. I absolutely was curious to hear what that man was having to say, but he initially said that he was from Florida, and then subsequently said that he was from Alabama, which I found very suspicious. And then he was also using racial slurs, even in reference to other people saying it, or, you know, the fact that he's black and is okay to say them. That's still not something that I'm going to platform on Twitch, and so for that reason I'm taking the camera away and not going to pursue that argument or that space any further. I don't want to silence anyone in that regard, but he definitely lost some credibility by changing his story and also talking about locations that aren't here. So that's what that's about, and we on it. Back to the stream.
Black Lives Matter. 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 Black Lives
Really?
I know, I'm hoping I get a bunch more. That's just a start. Yay! Just ignore. Just ignore. Thank you, boo-boo.
Fuck 12!
Fuck these racist ass police, no justice, no peace.
Fuck 12!
Fuck these racist ass police.
Fuck 12!
Fuck these racist ass police, no justice, no peace.
I was asking if they talked to us about it.
Racist ass police.
Oh, 13 Oh, yeah, AC.
Oh, I love you too, boo-boo.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace.
I'm having my other thing of fruit snacks. Peace.
not just judging me for being told about it. No.
All you gotta do is, when you want to get out of here, let me know.
I have fish snacks in the backpack somewhere.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Halo Space is going, and that's who I was going to caravan with, is some people from Halo Space.
No justice, no peace. No justice,
Sorry, I'm trying to open fruit snacks with one hand.
No justice, no peace. Fucking racist police. No justice, no peace. Fucking racist police. No justice, no peace.
Oh God, I live on fruit snacks now.
No justice, no peace. Fucking racist police. No justice, no peace. Fucking racist police.
No way you like me.
This crowd's done.
What?
How do those boots taste, motherfuckers?
Ooh, delicious. Also, where's your mask? I fucking see you. Just put it on.
Think they've run out of tear gas?
You've been watching Pandemic too much? That's bullshit.
Can you turn your lights off?
I agree.
Right in our eyes. Kind of rude.
I'm like,
I ain't trying to go get nothing.
There's no way you can hurt me.
All come to bastards. A-C-A-B.
No, they've been
All come to bastards. A-C-A-B. All come to bastards. A-C-A-B. All come to bastards. A-C-A-B.
It's chilly.
All come to bastards. A-C-A-B. All come to bastards. A-C-A-B. All come to bastards.
That's good.
Did you know you have a light out? No, they did.
Yeah? Message her on the FTP chat.
Can you find someone for that?
Yeah, you get a ticket.
It's a ticket.
Hey, one of your buddies needs a ticket.
40% of you beat your wives.
That's such a horrifying.
I know.
Shit, citizens arrest. In the state of Oregon, it is a misdemeanor to not, a class C, I think, misdemeanor, to not wear your mask. And I do believe that officer right in the middle, look at, you can see his face. He's not wearing a mask. Shame.
It's fine to them. Sorry, I think
shame on you.
15, and they renegotiated to 18, and they got paid retroactively based on the new contract, and they all got a ton of money. It's disgusting. I hate it because I'm very pro-union, except for these assholes.
Right.
It'd be like giving union to politicians. Like, why would you why would you?
Those are bright. Yep. Ah, Pokey.
I love the number. Oh, yeah.
all the way down by the mutual aid van where the cop cars are.
So you know what that means tomorrow? This is what that means tomorrow. So we're talking racism, right? Knowing that African people are descendants of slaves in America, right? Knowing that how many white forefathers, all of you did some crazy shit to me. So what you just said is that every black person in Portland tomorrow can wake up and say, your family had something to do with slavery. We're going to torture your ass. That's what you just said. I mean, I don't mean to offend anybody, but let's just use some common decency. Please, somebody try to
Toss it up.
Why do black people wake up and still be black?
It is an oppressive system. They are embodying it by wearing uniforms.
I just want to
A piece of paper doesn't do anything. There is a temporary restraining order against press and operating access.
We're over at Southeast Precinct, 42nd and Burnside.
No good cops in a racist system. 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 Louder! No good cops in a racist system. 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 ACAB! All cops are bastards! 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 No peace! No justice! No peace! Take it to the streets to fuck the police! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice, no peace! Fuck 12! No justice, no peace! 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 No justice, no peace.
Stand to the streets and fuck the police.
No justice, no peace.
Stand to the streets and fuck the police.
No justice, no peace.
Stand to the streets.
No justice, no peace.
Sick. You too, buddy.
Oh my god, everyone's scared of the
I say Black Lives Matter. I say Black Lives Matter. I say Black Lives Matter.
Oh, there the cops.
What you ain't doing it now, man.
I don't think so. That guy, he like walked up onto the driveway and then walked all the way out and talked to the cops to move the car. The black guy was so mad, but he had no, he just kind of showed up. I think he's still up there. But like, he was sort of like calling people out and telling them that like they need to focus on legislation and like calling protesters. Yeah. Yeah. I'll make it. Like, I was. Oh yeah. I was like genuinely curious and interested to hear what he said, even though he was like in a weird sort of anti-protest, but in a like figure out what black people like standpoint. But then he said some such things and then was staying clear. But the whole thing was bizarre. Walk up the driveway a little bit to come across the line, and people are holding back. It was a moment, yeah.
Pretty low energy on this side. Pretty low energy all around, you know. Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights aren't easy for anybody. What is this kid doing out here? What looked to be a 13-year-old wrapped in a blanket just walked by me. Like maybe he lives nearby and wandered out. But certainly no place for a teenager, or at least someone that young. Don't get me wrong, they should definitely be out protesting at certain events, but this is probably not the safest one for that.
Fuck the police. 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 I said fuck the police. 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 Fuck the police.
Oh, my bad, I didn't see you there.
I said fuck the police. 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 Fuck the police.
Her commitment to the chant is really something to behold.
Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. I said fuck the police. 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 I said fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
You think they'll let me use their restroom?
Fuck the police.
Can't hurt to ask.
Well, I usually do say that, but
Fuck the police. 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 Fuck the police.
well,
Fuck the police.
you know, I think that I might cut the stream since it is pretty low energy out here. I'll go back to live tweeting on Ground Level News' Twitter. You can find that on at level SLC, Ground Level News SLC. And we're also reposting with the nonprofit that I've been doing work with, Grassroots Activists International Association. Gaia is the acronym for that. I believe you can find that on Facebook. They're also on Twitter now as Gaia Activist. And yeah, I'll come back online if anything develops here, but as of right now, it seems like things are pretty chill, but things can change at a moment's notice, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Be safe out there, and much love to y'all.
Well, what's Coin 6 showing?
There's another one. Yeah.
So like anything.
I ran.
Yeah.
But he's back and working.
Yeah, but this dude, like, I was up on the fence and it was just fucking. My whole effort was to do this fucking. It doesn't matter nothing. It's just like, a percussive element to the chant, you know? And this guy fucking, he made a video.
Okay, I mean, listen, if they want to show the cops, fine, I won't say anything right now. But, I mean, in general, they just shouldn't be here.
And then Andy that shit. It's just like, they call themselves beasts. Like, take out this dope.
Yeah, like getting ready to go at night. And I would like.
Right now he's like retweeting
Coins back out there. I just ran them all over tonight. I ran off the fucking white
They were complaining about the purple umbrella.
I speak for every fucker here, right?
That's probably why. They have a few streamers as well. All right. Hey, Rise. Good to see you. Alright. So. Okay, there's somebody on the megaphone. Okay, at 1 a.m. they're probably gonna push.
Yeah, there's obviously like survived a house fire or something. You notice in the crowd. He's out here like, his whole deal is that he was like fucking